Kenoforiata Onyamba Ghana no is causing a lot of problems in Ghana. People are asking questions. Why is he not in Ghana? Nipaneka so kosana ho yare wo US ache. Okoshe no ho yare da. Inti charges are dey atoto no so ambulance spare parts sika, National Cathedral sika, taxes bia aban teto nchen later omuhu baby asika na fa na ye say. Former finance minister Kenoforiata mbe yi ano na ontimi mbe yi ano no like adan na omba mbe yi no ho ano ensem na ekoso ne doso nti MPP for person mo chese de ekoso no mo hu ya na amanfo kasa ewo media no so. This is FMS Strengths, and yeah, we give you the latest updates on issues. My name is Maureen Machel, and you can call me the Information Minister. Now, my expect is a mebo nipa we video, but all the same mebo amameti. This video is Kevin Taylor. Yes, Kevin Taylor kasa say or challenge NPP MPs or more parliament the minority caucus. Say more say more believe in justice and accountability. You people should be able to make noise, demonstrate, monya press conference, disrespect nya de ade na monka say Kenoforiata Emra Ghana I know that the MPs in parliament should advocate that Kenoforiata should return to Ghana. No be face the law. The office of the special prosecutor any charges are omodiato to na beti so no. If truly NPP MPs no more parliament no, they believe in justice and accountability. Say na Kevin Taylor can.
NPP. Omo ye ewudifo ya kromfo. This is the time anke wose party no etimi kire Ghana for say yenye jimifo nya kromfo. Today when you ask about where Ken Oforiata is, their answer is that yemfa yare ensri nipa afenyomakin yemfa yare ensri nipa enkwasiafo we MPP. They laughed at Atta Mills omo de ne yare sre no. And we have tapes and publications from these piglets. They laughed at Atta Mills. Almost surrender. Every day, almost Atta Mills. Omo ya party ukumasi. Adebia every for betis Atta Mills yare. Omo to be a party ubantama the whole night. Sanko siafowi. They laughed at Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman yare. When we said Nana Opoku-Agyeman wasn't feeling well, they laughed at her. Omo tina TV so, but tina social media said Nana Opoku-Agyeman ongu. Girl be ma mi bi wa ese nantwie ne ho fin bi ne ho tantan ne ho fi bi ne ho basasa jantra fodro asase ne ho fin omo nyina betra Facebook your live omo home currency so na no Opoku-Agyeman ewu ya nya de nipa ho tantan I so mo sora no pakraba no mu. This is the NPP omo ye ya sa release Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbin, medical records, MPP more with these animals, these dogs, these piglets. At a point, they released Alban Bagbin's medical record. Sir MPP for we. Today we are asking them a simple question. Where is Kenoforiata? And now, I had a catch and say, we were in this country, we all saw Kenoforiata sick. Okay, so be Juma. I didn't know that Kenoforiata mrano omeka ejumo ye cheya. More MPP for everybody is quiet. This is Kenoforiata when he was chopping our money. At a point, Yani Ghana for you say, Ken, yes, you don't look good. You look like you are walking dead. You are sick. Ukidi na say, for human to what be me, Kenoforiata kachre say, no kachre.
Why? I think that there are issues of the governance of a country, then these are always important. And I think if you see the way in which we have moderated the advertisement billboards, it shows to a party that is sensitive to the current moments of the situation. But I don't think you can ever let the issue of governance go. Democracy is important. It does cost some amount of money to do that, but clearly you can see an environment that is excited about the future by being able to run a congress or conference of this nature in a way that mimics the situation in the world.
You also say resign. Will you resign because of going to the IMF when you said you were not going to the IMF?
That's not a very good question. You know?
Will you resign because of going to the IMF when you said you were not going to the IMF?
That's not a very good question. You know, it's almost like telling a father to resign from his children because he's changed his mind. You know, there are times that decisions have to be made for the survival of a country, and therefore, if circumstances such as COVID or Ukraine war occur, which are not typical,
You resign because of going to the IMF when you said you were not going to the IMF.
that's not a very good question. You know, it's almost like telling a father to resign from his children because
when he
he's
was
changed-
sick. Or yarina o wuna you fly no e de ba abrochire di esika no. You say, why don't you resign? I said no. Even though I am sick, I'm not going to resign. It's like telling a father to resign from his children. And the kwasia we have a shabruchire. And the yakachi say, come home. Na beka ejuma ye kire ya. MPP4 cannot tell him to come home. And the obusa MPP4 say, where is Kenoforiata? What they will tell you, they say, me and Fana Yari and Sreno, in 2022, asking me to resign is like telling a father to abandon his children. Yatena Kruma, my journalist for body so. Kwasiafo. Today we are asking you, where is Kenoforiata? Mose Oyarintima Meyenka. When he was sick, when he was dying, we pleaded with him, say, Jai Jumane Tuo, ne onipa millions o metumaye, or say he's not going to abandon Ghana. Or betineme discado. Kwasiafo. Today we are asking you, where is Kenoforiata? You people are telling us that we cannot laugh at people's sickness. Na mo MP before go yare egugu mu hui, mo afenyoma ke mo yare egugu mu hui. Kenoforiata onimade e friend yare. Ken Oforiata onimade e friend yare. Now, the case I want to make and say, why is the NPP as a political party? Because ordinarily, say NPP4, okay, Mr. It's okay. Ordinarily, say NPP4 person who prove Ghana for say, and that they are not defending Kenoforiata's criminality, and that when they come to power, they are not still going to continue what Kenoforiata did. Why is the NPP as a political party not issuing a statement that Kenoforiata, we are begging you, come home and come answer for your stewardship? Why is the NPP not insisting that Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who led the party for 8 years and gave Kenoforiata that job as the finance minister for 8 years, why are they not telling Akufo-Addo to comment on this matter? Why are they not telling Akufo-Addo, una ufa Kenoforiata ejuma, or you wabusieni, and then Kofo nyina say party ya kronfo because of Kenoforiata, and they pese ye ko enim yentumi ko enim, ye tu na ba ko ye say ye wifo, ye tu na bienu ye say ye wifo party, ye mi obia empese obehu enim, ye hwan ye tantan say e de mafi, ade na won kan kire Kenoforiata say omra, na ommeyi ne ho ano se ne be ya, ye party we betuma ya akono a kire Ghana fo mu nim nyansa. Why do you think they are not telling Akufo-Addo? And why do you think Akufo-Addo is not speaking on Kenoforiata's issue? Say, I employed Kenoforiata. In fact, Kenoforiata is a clean man. He never stole from us. And I believe that he should come home and prove to Ghanaians that we never stole from them. It is because Akufo-Addo and the MPP, they connived with Kenoforiata to steal from us. And Nuntina, Akufo-Addo is quiet. Mahamudu Bawumia is quiet. Kennedy Japan is quiet. Kobene Japan is quiet. Country is quiet. Brani Champon is quiet. Why do you think at this moment, Nipa 5 we are almost pay the new MPP face? They want to sell MPP as a new product to Ghanaians. Why is none of them being bold to say, Kenoforiata, so undi Ghana sika, why is he hiding, or why is he hiding from Ghana? Why is he not coming back home to answer Ghanaians? Why do you think these 5 men, why do you think they are scared to say that? Because all of them are criminals. Including the 87 piglets. Into the parliament now, almost debate. You see the way the MPP, they are protecting Kenoforiata now. You see the way Afenyomakin and its 87 piglets, they are in parliament, even referencing Kenoforiata's achievement as Omo record, no. The way they are still protecting a fugitive. You see the way Kojo Ponkruma, Ejina Parliament, I can say yes, and Kenoforiata. You see the way they are defending crime. You see the way they are showing you people say they don't feel anything for what they did. They are not sorry for anything they did. They don't care. Now, the most dangerous thing is that if these people now, from Akufo-Addo, 5 aspirants, the piglet in parliament, for some weird reason, Senkofu now have avoided or they have not been able to tell Ken Ofori-Atta to come home and face the court. It means to say, if we make a mistake and give these people power, every single person and we are trying to prosecute, NSSS, National Service Sikano, NPA, Chairman to me, all the scandals, buffer stock, the probability they say they are going to clear all these people of the crime is 1,000%. It means they are still a political party who are not ready or which is not ready to fight corruption. Because a party there see corruption into your pamomo, party there see corruption your pamomo, party there see catastrophe dream into your pamomo. So moon to me and you when you can't Ghana for say, ye yamo, ye nya cromfo, and mum ya perceive approve chamo say, ye ni afenoma can ye group ye nyankwasya for ye nya you for, ye perceive ma Ken Ofori-Atta eba tia home because you see, everybody knows MPP is a criminal party. From the party's head to the party's tail. Nobody is able to tell Ken Ofori-Atta to come home and answer for his stewardship. For Ghanaians to think, say, Munya Bonnet. They are still defending Chrono. They are just waiting. Say, Jimmy, near the 2 more, give to our Ome, Chama won't be Ome, Kwasibia about the Chrono, yeah, try to jail them. No, their main focus now is to release those people. Mama can show. Say, MPP, we need power 2028. January 2029, Ken Ofori-Atta will be in Ghana. Say MPP, we need power 2028. January 2029, Ken Ofori-Atta will be in Ghana, sitting at the inauguration, and the next day he will be at cabinet. I am telling you people. And they are the people still funding the party. Ken Ofori-Atta musika no they run the party no. Say Ken Ofori-Atta enwieska. Say party ni pese omo disassociate omo hu free Ken Ofori-Atta ensem no ho a. The party will make a move. The party will take the lead in this conversation. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo will call BBC and grant an interview and tell BBC, say, I want Ken Ofori-Atta to come to Ghana and answer for his stewardship because it's a dent on my integrity. Because right now, it was Akufo-Addo who employed him. Akufo-Addo who employed a criminal is now sitting here running away from questions about a criminal. Akufo-Addo ne Bawumia mienu ena omo employ Ken Ofori-Atta. And Kwasiafo we nyina dwom about Ken Ofori-Atta krono. So what shows is about Bawumia onya kromfo. Bawumia has been walking in this country bancher like a dog when you're rabies. He has never spoken about Ken Ofori-Atta's issue. Say he wants a new face for the NPP. And that's a Ken Ofori-Atta bar. The Ghanaian people no omobe believe NPP say yenya kromfo. Why can't Bawumia do it? Why can't he do it? If he believes it's like Ken Ofori-Atta or believe say the party no we should see it as a new party. The NPP hasn't changed. It's still a criminal cartel. It's still a party filled with criminals. Why is it so difficult for the 5 people who want to lead the party to boldly pick a mic and say, I am an NPP member. I want Ken Ofori-Atta to come and face the court because that is affecting our integrity. People are not listening to the party because you see you for, you protect you for. Why is no man in the party? More party you are thieves. You are criminals. You are criminals. Akufo-Addo has no integrity. Nothing. Akufo-Addo's integrity is in the gutters. You know why? Senko onya kromfo. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo na oji newu no. Senko onya wia ko beje mic. Obe grant interview. Obetina TV so ne Ghana for aka say, we know something. My integrity is at stake. I led this country for 8 years and I employed this guy. And I am saying on authority, Ken Ofori-Atta, come, save my integrity and save this party. Because if you come and then you stand trial and Ghanaians get to know you never stole from us, this party now will be a party that's attractive to every Ghanaian. So far, Akufo-Addo, he is quiet like a duck. They are so-called intellectuals from Kofi Bento, Esankuma, the criminals Atta, and all these fools. They have moved away from Kenoforiata's issue. They should hold the Kufuor's balls and tell the Kufuor to tell Kenoforiata to come to Ghana. They can't do it because when the MPP, they were in power, people like Bento Munyina, they got the booty. They made money. That is why everybody is moving or running away from Kenoforiata's matter. Because Sanka MPP a party be omukano kra. Anka omo primaries we omukwe. Omo primaries we anka o second Ofori Atta the conversation and the hallmark of their primaries. Yes. E was sanka baby omedru bia no omutumi ka che Ghana for say many of me ba omia be besa me che Ghana for say yenya kromfo de si ye na nkofo keka say ye wie sika ye de ekufo do ebusua no. I want to tell Ghana for say to prove to Ghana for say yenye yufo no me ba omia me pese Ken Ofori Atta eba Ghana anim ya na obe face trial na Ghana for who say yenye yufo inti Ken Ofori Atta we are insisting come. They can't do it. You know why? They can't do it because they know say party ni yufo party. MPP only a pirates of the Caribbean. Only a national pirate of the Caribbeans. These are people who never stop stealing. Their thirst for stealing is unimaginable. They are political pirates of
Lawyer Martin Kpebu koka asembi. Minim samba kaya say OSP ene boa eye Ken Ofori Atta man free Ghana. And the OSP invited Lawyer Martin Kpebu to come and explain and clarify whatever he said. And Lawyer Martin Kpebu koi. Wasaba be kasa be ngofo say Lawyer Martin Kpebu ade unsura de ana. Why are there baako? The office of the special prosecutor Afrel to clarify whatever you said. Wasaba be kasa bi o. He is criticizing the office of the special prosecutor being headed by Kisie Jabin. Yes, and criticization nane just a critic no de mani nini na ne say adentina the various public offices no when they were not cooperating with him no why didn't he go public? Why didn't he talk to Ghanaians in general to help him? And now say Ken Ofori Atta betu kwani na he kept quiet, and Ken Ofori Atta got the chance to travel to the USA in the name of Okoshen Hoyare or for medical assistance. So Lawyer Martin Kpebu is criticizing the office of the special prosecutor for not going public and asking Ghanaians for help when Ken Ofori Atta and other public agencies were not cooperating.
Because there's some new information available to Interpol, they will take the person's name and details off and the wanted notice off while the review goes on. And afterwards, what? Put him back?
That's if the yes, show that he should be put back. So the context is that currently there is, let's call it legal proceedings at Interpol. Mm-hmm. So they have a unit responsible for this. So it's practically like a court on its own. So OSP, or let's say Ofori Atta against OSP. Mm-hmm. So you file, the Ofori Atta is complaining that there's no basis to have him on the Interpol red alert, blah, blah, blah. Then OSP says, no, there is. They say, okay, each of you file your case. They've done, then there are responses. So if you read the procedure, it's practical. There's going to be a decision. So judicial, well, okay, it's administrative, since it's not a court. Some administrative proceedings in there. So they'll go through each part to argue their case, present what evidence they have. Then at the end of the day, the committee would come to a decision on it. So if they come to a decision that, yes, Ofori Atta's name should be fully restored, it will be done. If they come to a decision that there is no basis, then his name will be taken up. So really, and when I say his name will be taken up, let me correct this, because OSP is very particular about it. Mm-hmm. It's not as if his name is totally off the system. As what it means that right now is restricted. You and I can't see it as Ofori Atta, but the value is the same. Mm. Basic thing is that he's no longer a person that if any Interpol member saw today, they can arrest. That's the real point, because once he remained on the list, when we say Interpol, so Interpol is what? Police organizations around the world. So the countries that have joined, over 100, right? So that means that once it's on the red notice alert, it means that if he was found in Togo, they could arrest him. If he was found in the US, they could arrest him. So now with what has happened with this decision to restrict him, so it means that if they found him today, they will not arrest him. That's the most important thing.
I see.
Yes.
So if he is seen today,
yes,
to the extent that
yes, he's been removed, restricted. We are using effective communication. The key thing is, what is the effect of what has been done? The main effect is that he will not be arrested. So
if he's seen today?
Yes. So whether you call it removal or what do you call it, restriction, the key thing is that would he be arrested today if he's found? No. And now let's situate this. So it's not really about the Interpol red notice. So what it does is to like blacklisting. Okay, so it's something, there's some effect in a blacklisting. But if we look at what Ghanaians have been looking for, which is that he must come back to Ghana, that one is a long shot. Long shot because even if he's arrested today, he will not be automatically brought to Ghana today or tomorrow. No. You see the extradition that the Attorney General is working on, that is what has to be granted. You know, they will do it, send it to the U.S. government. Then the U.S. government will go through it, the Home Department, blah, blah, they look at it. Then they will go to court. So eventually there will be court proceedings in the U.S. because Ofori will contest his return to Ghana, right? And so it's not today or tomorrow. And you see why every day I'm pained and I keep saying that. So the man who allowed Ofori to escape, that's Kpebu Jabe, has to leave the office immediately because he's fueling the suspicion that they colluded. Let me tell you something. You know how this world works. Because people want justice in this case, I've been given credible information that all this while in January, when we started saying that, look, if Ofori is not coming, then let's take steps to do trial in absentia so that we can confiscate his properties, etc. And it wasn't done, they delayed. It turns out that in the interim, Ofori is trying to get permanent residence in the U.S.
You got this information from where?
Oh, you know, this work we do, if I had to disclose all my sources would dry up.
You say it's credible.
Yes, credible. Yeah, but I have to keep citizen journalism. I have the right to keep them. So right now, the key thing is that, and that's why it's even irking me more. So as OSP was doing Kukwasa, Ofori through one of his sons has applied for him to get permanent residence in the U.S.
I see. And
so
this,
that
and this
complicates his return.
I see. This you are able to prove.
Sorry?
You're able to prove because this is from a credible source.
Yes.
So you have enough information to prove that indeed he has applied to get permanent.
Oh, no, they will release it. But I look at where the source is coming from. I believed it. And of course, if push comes to shove, we'll go into the U.S. system. That at least is there. Okay, we'll do a request, RTI request to the Homeland Security and the Home Department, the U.S. So the key thing is that as we're here from January, we started asking for trial in absentia. OSP came and were giving us ridiculous, ludicrous answers that no, you cannot do trial in absentia. 11 months, only to do a U-turn. So then it fuels the suspicion. The analysts are like, oh, so were they denying trial in absentia, so that it gives Ofori enough opportunity to get permanent residence?
Because they're going to court on Monday.
Yes.
The fugitives, as has been described, they are not in the country, obviously. So the trial is going to go on.
Yes.
What's going to happen on Monday is they're going to hear them.
Yes, but
that will be in the absence of Ofori.
Preliminary
Does that amount
matters.
to a trial in absentia?
Yes, the trial is, let's say this, before the trial in absentia will be done, Article 19, Clause 3 requires that the OSP will prove to the court that Ofori has been notified, the very thing we have been talking about. As to how they do the notification, Monday will come, then we'll see. If they've done it, fine. But if they've not, then it means that for Ofori and Esakori, his chef de cabinet, or is it chief de cabinet, his PA, let's use the simple term, his PA, the trial for them will not go on if there is no proof, cogent proof that they've been notified. Because let's read 19 Clause 3. It says that he has to be notified. So if the accused is notified of the trial and he doesn't come, then that's when the court will go on. But please, that technical term, well, in this case, I would say technical because it's not cheap. Notification. That's what OSP has to prove to the court. And this is what lawyer Tadiosori had been saying from day one. You know, Tadiosori was one of the first to say, let's do trial in absentia. In January, when this matter came, if you check the records, I think for me, in reading commentary on this matter, lawyer Tadiosori was the first to ask for trial in absentia. Then later, all of us joined. Me, initially, you know, we thought, oh, he would come. And, you know, but it turned out that at least some of us converted far earlier and joined Tadiosori in asking for trial in absentia. And OSP kept stonewalling, while Ofori is taking steps to get better residents in the US so that his coming here will be more complex. And don't forget that he has huge investments in the US. Huge investment. And the American government will not lightly throw him under the bus. So you have to be very careful. This is a political decision. Look, at a point, after Kpebu Ejabi is left, later in our series to get justice, we may have to organize a demonstration to go to the US embassy and present a petition. That's what we have to do. We have to mobilize Ghanaians after Kpebu Ejabi is left, because that's the first point. We can't trust Kpebu Ejabi to do this work because he saw Ofori leave. He saw the letter. I'm happy Professor Ajampo is here. Please, Mr. Okansi, when he gets to his side, let him explain the political theory of the state. How, when I keep saying, when I quote the constitutional provisions and I show that under the constitution, Kpebu Ejabi had a mandatory duty to inform Ghanaians once he saw Ofori was leaving, and he alleges that the other.
What do you think about this whole Ofori same way? Me de bibi di dance say lawyer Martin Kpebu Onsradi. Why are they invite so? What's up Kpebu? Hey, this is FMS Trends. I hope you enjoy the updates. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All the videos that we played, we don't own rights to them. No copyright infringement intended. Thank you.